All right, Northeast weather now. Forecaster Greg Leone, 11:30 in the a.m. on the 21st of January, and I'm going to do a video update here on the storm that is we're already getting some heavy snow here into the Mid-Atlantic region, Philadelphia, D.C., Baltimore, up through New York City now, starting to get into some moderate snow, and eventually it'll get up into southern New England. But I want to talk about where I think the heaviest will be focused and why and all that. But right now you can see all these cold temperatures down into the mid 20s in the mid-Atlantic and upper teens in southern New England. And actually this right here is a mesoscale discussion, which calls right here, this circle right here, calls for an inch or two an hour in this heavy, intense banding that you can see already is really getting going throughout the Philadelphia metropolitan area. You can see the latest observation is snow. So there we are. And actually, if we can put on the surface pressure, maybe we can see. Yep, so here's the storm right here. Here's the center right here, redeveloping off Virginia Beach. And it's going to track east-northeast, a little bit too far away to hammer all of southern New England. I think up here there's going to be a sharp cutoff, and I think you could have a situation where you get a foot of snow in like New London, Groton, Connecticut, Providence, the Cape, and then up in the Berkshires here, even though the amazing snow ratios because it's so cold, you may only see 2 or 3 inches because it's just a really sharp cutoff with the precip. Now, here's the HRRR, high resolution rapid refresh. You can see the heaviest snow is focused. The best lifting at 700 millibars is going to be focused right along the coast through Philadelphia, New York City, Long Island, coastal Connecticut, and off towards the Cape, just south of Boston, southeast Mass. It's going to be the heaviest, and that's where I think you'll end up with your 6 to 12 inch totals, maybe even over a foot. I do think someone in that region will get over a foot. Back towards, so we'll go over the totals now, I guess. 6 to 10 in Boston. Hartford probably 3 to 6. You're right on the cutoff of the heaviest precip. I think it'll shut down towards midnight tonight. It'll taper to flurries after a good 6, 7, 8, 9 hours of snow, and then 6 to 12, New York City, Philadelphia, which might be conservative, maybe more like 8 to 14. I think a foot is a pretty good indication, and 6 to 10 in D.C., Baltimore is probably a good bet. So next, let's look at the water vapor satellite. You can see this disturbance digging in here, and looks very classic setup. And that low is redeveloping off the coast, and will track northeastward and bring in that Atlantic moisture into the cold air. As cold as it is, really good snow growth at the mid levels. Right in the, should be getting some good dendrites, some very good accumulating snow. So now let's look at the NAM here. So I think the NAM shows a good simulation of this. It's a 12Z run. Here we are at 10 a.m. Now let's see here. So here we are at 10 a.m. That's an hour and a half ago. You can see the snow streaking in there. And then it lifts northward as that storm moves northeast, so you're starting to get it into southern New England. But what I want you to notice here is this sharp, sharp, sharp cutoff of the heavy precip right here. So it gets up, and then look, just Albany flurries, and then down into Connecticut, heavy snow, moderate snow, and then really heavy stuff down in here where the heaviest will be focused tonight. And then by early tomorrow morning, by 12Z tomorrow, it's pretty much ending along the coast, tapering to flurries, and then along the Cape and Boston, still moderate snow, and then that pulls out. By 10 a.m., it's pretty much gone, and you're left. Here's the QPF totals here. This darkest blue here is a half inch to 3/4 of an inch, with which with high ratios, 15 to 20 to 1, you're talking 6 to 12 plus inches. So again, a very impressive storm showing up here. Came up really late on the models. I'm not sure if I mentioned it in an earlier blog post, but this pattern, it's probably going to stay like this. We're going to get these types of storms. I wouldn't be surprised to see another one like this next week, around the same time, maybe Monday or Tuesday. And it's probably going to continue into February. The indications right now from the Euro weeklies and the climate models and everything is that it's going to stay cold into February. So, I don't know about the Super Bowl yet. That's a little far out, but there could be some. It's definitely going to be cold. There could be a snow or rain event. We'll get closer to that as we get closer. So for now, that's an update on the storm. Enjoy it on this cold January day. I'm Greg Leone. Thanks.